I fell in love with my boyfriend when he had nothing. I lost him the day he became rich. 6 years together. We met in community college, in a night class we were both taking while working full-time. He drove a 15-year-old hatchback with a garbage bag for a rear window, wore the same 3 thrifted sweaters on rotation, and got openly laughed at by a guy in our study group who called him Discount Dominic to his face. He'd grown up broke in a way that leaves marks. His own cousins used to make him wait outside restaurants when they went out because he could never chip in. Here's what nobody else saw. He left sticky notes in my lunch bag every single morning. Little folded things with terrible doodles and sentences like, "You're the only person who's ever bet on me." When my dad got sick, he sat in hospital waiting rooms with me for whole weekends and never once checked the time. My friend staged an actual intervention junior year. "He's going nowhere. You're hitching yourself to an anchor." I told them the anchor was the only thing keeping me steady. When he started his logistics software company from our kitchen table, I proofread every proposal at midnight. I picked up double shifts so his first 2 failed years didn't sink us. The night his first real contract cleared, he cried into my shoulder and left a sticky note on the bathroom mirror. "Whatever this becomes, it's half yours. It's all because of you." I still have that note. Year 5, the company took off. Real money, then absurd money. And I was so proud I could have burst. I bragged to everyone, including the people who'd staged the intervention, especially them. Then, gradually, the man who wrote sticky notes got replaced. It started with commentary. He'd watch me buy a paperback and say, "That's a poverty habit. Rich people read on strategy calls." He'd squeeze my shoulder at parties and introduce me as still doing the nursing thing, with a little laugh, like my job was a hobby I hadn't outgrown. Dinner conversations became monologues about his network, his margins, his circle. I got a promotion to charge nurse and told him at dinner. He answered an email while I was mid-sentence, then asked if I was done because he had a call. Then came the posts, him on jets that weren't his, captioned with hustle quotes. The DMs rolled in, and he'd read them to me out loud, laughing. Women asking if he was single, women a decade younger. "It's just the algorithm, babe. You wouldn't get it. Don't be insecure." I watched him type, "Come find out," to one of them, and when I objected, he told me jealousy was a scarcity mindset. 2 months ago, I asked him if he still loved me. He said obviously without looking up from his screen. 3 weeks ago, I found out what obviously meant. His phone was propped on the counter, still unlocked, when a text thread with his business partner lit up. I wasn't snooping. It was just there, at eye level, while I stirred pasta. Honestly starting to feel like I've outgrown her. She's got employee energy and I'm building an empire. Can't bring a nurse to the summit dinners, you know? Might need a partner who matches the brand. "Your fiancé got any single friends from the club?" I read it 4 times. Then I turned off the stove and I didn't eat for 2 days. I sat with it for a week. And one night I pulled out the shoebox. 6 years of sticky notes, maybe 400 of them, and the letter he wrote me the night I paid his last semester's tuition with my savings. Last Sunday, I sat him down at the kitchen table where his company was born, and I read them to him out loud. Every note, in order. "You're the only person who's ever bet on me. I was invisible until you looked at me. Whatever this becomes, it's half yours." He lasted about 20 notes before his face came apart. By the letter, he was sobbing. He said the money changed how people treated him and he got addicted to it. That the texts were performance. That he was still the same person underneath. I stacked the notes, squared the edges, and slid the box across the table. The man who wrote these died the day the first wire transfer cleared. I've been living with his impersonator. He begged. It got worse from there, and I won't perform his humiliation for the internet because someone in this story should keep their dignity. I moved out Thursday. My half of whatever this becomes is a lawyer's conversation now, and weirdly, I barely care. Here's the part that haunts me. He wasn't corrupted by strangers. He studied cruelty for years as its target, took notes, and the second he got power, he ran the whole playbook from memory. The bullied kid didn't want kindness to win. He wanted his turn.